Hi guys, Tyler Swift here, welcome back to my channel. Today is a video doing a makeup tutorial. This is the look which I'll be doing. I'm about boring you to death, let's get straight into it. So I've moisturised my face already using my everyday moisturiser. Second, I'm going to go in with this Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. I love the smell of this so much. I find it, I probably put on a little bit too much, but oh, it just smells so nice. I know that Aldi's do have another dupe of this. The smell isn't as like strong, but my cousin uses it and she loves it. I just tend to stick with the Bobbi Brown one because my face doesn't take too well to dupe products. I usually end up having a breakout, which I'm already having, across my chin and my forehead, which is just fabulous. Just what I wanted. And then second, I'm going to go in with foundation. I always do my face first and then do my eyes second, especially just on like an everyday makeup. Maybe if I was going out, I'd do a bit more of a heavy. So I'm going to use this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've got shade Fiji. I should have Barcelona somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. And I am just going to mix that with a little bit of my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I use 2C3 Fresco in this just because I feel like you can't beat Estee Lauder for lasting all day. There's really nothing like it. So just put a little bit of the Estee Lauder Double Wear down and then a couple of pumps of the NARS, and then I'll just give that a little mix together. And I'm going to rub this in with my face today. I'm gonna rub this in with my hands, and then I just pop that all across my face using my finger, and then I'm going to use my hands and just rub all this in just so it gets a bit more of like a natural coverage rather than so I'm good. Rubbing this in. Okay, so just rubbed all that in with my hands. It might look a little bit crazy now, but okay. And then after you've done that, you can go all over the face with a damp sponge just to make sure there's no crease lines or anything like that. So then there we have that. And then secondly, I'm going to go in with a cream bronzer. The cream bronzer I'm going to be using is the Doll Beauty Give Me Some in shade medium. Just going to use this on a brush, and I never worry too much about this blending out when I first put it on, because I can go over my face then with the egg dabber. So I am just putting this in the places where you're going to want the bronzer, which is across the top of the forehead, on the cheeks, and then down the nose a little bit. Again, don't worry too much about how this is blending for now. And then across the jawline, I go all the way down the jaw and up by my ears. Same again this side. You can drag that a little bit down your neck as well, and over the ears. And then once you've got that in the places that you want it, I'll go again with the sponge and just blend it all in. Just sort of dragging the cheek contour as well, all over the cheeks, to add that bronzy look, because I can define it when to go over it with the bronzer. So we're going to use all the creamy products first. So then secondly, I'm going to go in, I'm just going to use a powder brusher today. So the next cream product will be concealer, and then I'm going to bake everything in, use the powder products and get on with my eyes. So I'm going to be using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Medium 1 Custard. Going under my eyes there. Pop there. Pop there. Chin. And a little blob on the forehead as well. So I always do under the eyes last when I'm blending. Just using the same egg sponge beauty blender, whatever it is you call it, and just blending that out. And then same again on the forehead, just blending all of that out with the egg. And then we can go for the under eyes. So just gonna pat under the eyes, drag it across, and I'm also going on top of the eyelid. If you want a bit more of a carved out brow, obviously you can do that first. I can do another video on that, but this is really just a quick everyday glam. So then once I've spread all of this concealer and done both of my eyelids, so yeah, once I'm happy with all of that blended, then I'm going in next with a face powder all over my face, and then I'll use the translucent powder in the areas which I want to bake, which will be under my eyes and, well, you'll see. So for face powder, I am going to be using this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in shade 128, which is warm nude. As you can see, I've nearly run out of this product because I use it all the time. It's a very good product. It's very affordable. I'm just going to pat that all over my face. And as you can see, I'm sort of pushing it into my face rather than dragging it around or pulling it in. I'm pushing it into the product that's already there. So we're pushing that in. And across the forehead as well, we're pushing it in. So now my face should look more matte than it does glowy, as I've just used the powder to dry everything out and sort of set everything into place. Second, what I'll be doing is going in with the baking powder. So I have got the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I'm just going to get on the bottom back of a brush. I'm just going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to go under my eye. And the same on the other side. And then I'm going to bring down sides of my nose, across my chin, and then if you want to as well, just to give your cheeks that little lift, and then a little bit on the forehead, sort of like where the concealer is. I use this. And then there's all of the baking powder on. So next I'll be using, so next I'm going in with highlight, because I like to do down the centre of my nose. But for that I am going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder in Glow. You can just use a normal highlighter for this. Any highlighter will do. And then what I'm going to do is bring this down the centre of my nose. And then what you want to do with this is as well, pinch it. Pinch the nose so that gets into a finer line down the centre of your nose. And then I do use a normal highlighter on my cheeks. So now that the nose is baking and the under eyes, then I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer on my eyelids. I will use the Doll Beauty Give Me Sun powder bronzer. This is in shade dark. So I'm just going to get a fluffy eyeshadow brush, get some on the back of that, tap off any excess, and then just sort of contour. Well, really, I just put this all over my eyelid, just to help add some colour. And definition to the eyes without it being too much of an eye look. So again, I'm really just going in circular motions with this bronzer over the eyes, and then lightly drag it out as well, but just make sure it's all the way up to your eyebrow bone. And sort of bring it out at the same time as well. So that's really it for the eyes, because I'm just going for a soft look. Can get a brown eyeliner then and just go across the end of my lash line. That can just be really a rough guide, because then I'm going to get a small brush. It's going to get a small round brush and just buff that out very lightly. Just giving that a buff out. So I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows up. So this is just a Revolution, Makeup Revolution eyebrow that I'm just gonna lightly very lightly pulling this across my brows. I've very lightly gone through my brows, and then I'm going to go in with some powder bronzer all over my face. Contour the cheeks, the jawline and the forehead. Secondly, then I'm going to be going in with blusher. I'm going to be using this Collection palette, which is super affordable, and the colours in this are really nice. I'm going to be using this orangey colour and just building that up on my cheek. Sort of like with the powder, I'm pushing this in rather than dragging it across. And then I'm going to use this brush as well to sweep off the powder from my nose, and then any excess colour I'm going to put in my forehead just to really tie all the colours together there a little bit better. And then I'm going to go over that in a second blusher, which is this Milani Shade 2 Baked Powder Blush. I love these because they're like a highlighted glow. So that one I am dragging across my face and into the real apples of the cheeks there to help give that to help give that glow. Then just to like brighten things up a little bit, I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette, get the glowy colour from here and just put it there at the start of my eyes, and just to lighten the look up a little bit. And in the middles of my eyes. And then I know under eye mascara isn't really in at the moment, but that I still would like to wear under eye mascara. So what I'll do next is just drag a little bit of colour, the bronze out under my eyes to pull them both together, and then use mascara. But before I do that, I'm just going to brush off any excess powder from baking. There we have that, like that. And then I'm just going to use this brush, which I use to smoke out the, and just drag that about 3/4 across the bottom of my eye. Next, I am just brushing through my eyelashes, which I'm very aware need doing. First of all, before I do any under eye mascara, I'm just going to use a little bit of the setting powder. This is a W7 Matte Fixer Setting Spray. I feel like using setting spray at the end as well really like helps your face feel a bit more alive after all the powders and everything like that. And then last things last, going in with a lip combo, I'm using this Doll Beauty Diva Forever lip liner. I start in the middle at the bottom where I do overdraw, and then I sort of meet where it should line. I'll show you. Then when I'm happy with the lip liner, I then get the lipstick of choice. Today I am using My Love, but also by Doll Beauty, putting some on my finger, and then I'm going to pat those two together. If you don't like such a nude looking lip, I would recommend wiping the foundation off your lips first. Obviously I had quite a lot of product on my lip before I put this on, but I don't mind that because it helps have more of a nude look, I think. Next, I'm using this Fenty gloss, which I absolutely love. This is my favourite lip gloss ever. This is the Glass Bomb Glass Slipper 06. And because it's clear and I've just put these colours on my lips, I'll just pop that on my finger and just put it on. Then there we go, guys, this is the finished look. I haven't got any hair extensions in at the minute, so I'm trying not to put any heat on my hair. That's why my hair is just blow dried, and then I'll just pop this out. So yeah, there we have it. There's the finished look. I hope that you liked this video. If you did like it, please remember to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.